Hey there, Edgewood artists. Today we are working with some of Miss Castle's favorite things, Legos. And we're not building with Legos, we are creating artwork with Legos today. Think about that you're making a Lego stamp, and we're gonna put ink on it and then stamp it to make a design. I thought that these types of Legos were called Lego dots because they're a dot. However, I was taught by several students that when you talk about the flat pieces, that they're actually called tiles, not dots, but you can refer to it however you want. Let's talk about the steps that we need to do this project. All right, so first, when you get your container, you will have a kit that looks like this. And I'm going to show you everything that's in your kit so that you can put it together. So know that you have your Legos in here. You have a basket that has your printing paper and your ink. And then at the bottom, you have this foam mat. Also, there should be a pencil in there. So I'm going to show you what we need these for. The foam mat has a big X on it because just like a placemat, we're going to print on top, and it's squishy so that the stamp shows up better. So this is not what we're making our artwork on. We're making our artwork on the paper. Okay, so to start with, you have your container, and we are all making these on a 6x6 square. There should be several in your container for you to share, and everyone will use these tiles to make a design. So I started making a design earlier, and one thing to consider is that when you make your design, it is symmetrical. It's not, let me do a shape over here, and then I'm gonna do, oh, that one didn't work, and then I'm gonna do a shape right here, and then I'm gonna do a random shape right here, and then I'm gonna do a random shape right here. That's not really a design. That's just putting pieces on the Lego. You want to think about if you do something to this side, then it should match on that side. So on this one, I started, it kind of looks like a face, 2 cheeks and a nose and a mouth. And there are some extra dots right here. Now the color of your tiles don't matter because we're adding color to them. So let's say I'm gonna add another dot right here, which means I also need another one right there. And the little baby dots always scoot down to the bottom. So that is my design. You don't have to fill in the entire thing. Okay, so I have my design. We have, here we go, Lego printing 6x6 square, design with flats. Now, there are also these 3 pieces that we'll put in the middle so that we can make it into a stamp. My daughter did this and she was pushing down and it hurt, so she said, let's add this. So there should be several of these as well. All right, so that's the 3 stack on back of plate. Now, we, of course, need your name and class code on your paper, and that will be on the back, so I'm gonna flip that over. My paper, see how this is your placemat, so your paper is on top of this. Name and code with a pencil, top on the back, and the paper is on top of the foam. Now, if I'm going to be printing on purple paper, I probably don't want purple ink. So you need to think about what may show up the best. For this demonstration, I'm going to use this dark ink to show up on my light color. Now, if you kind of press it all around, I'm gonna scoot up here, some this way, and I'm turning it all around, and you can see that there's ink on there. Now, of course, we could just do one stamp right in the middle, but it's also interesting to make a pattern with your stamps. So I'm going to do it on the side. I'm gonna line up, I'm not gonna press it down yet, I'm gonna line it up, and then when I press down, I press here, and I press with my Lego, and I'm just pushing straight down, and when I lift it, we see the design. Now, maybe I need a little more ink. I'm gonna ink it again. You're not gonna get 2 stamps from one inking. See, I have a little more ink there. Let's try that again. This time, I'm gonna make it flip-flopped. So this will go here, just like that. Ooh, ooh, look how cool that is. Okay, now I'm gonna keep going. We don't want to switch colors of ink on our stamp. Once you choose a color for your stamp, let's stick with it. You can always add another design and do something different, but we don't want to change colors in between each printing. Ooh, okay, oh, see, here's what happened is mine came off, and all I gotta do is just put it back in that little hole. If you have enough, you could make your placemat thicker, and the more squish it has, the better it will print. I'm gonna push straight down. Oop, did it again. Oh, see how much better that print was? It's because there's like a cushion underneath of it. All right, now let's say I'm done. Should I just put it back in here? No, 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 no. We all have wipes, and this is just stamping ink like you were gonna do a fingerprint design. So all you gotta do is just use your wipes to wipe it off. And then this is actually a staple remover, and you can use it. You're not trying to fling these everywhere. You're just lightly gonna kind of lift them up. If you do it like in your hand, then they don't go everywhere, or you can kind of press it to help you. We're not trying to launch dots everywhere. And if that becomes your target, then you're not gonna get to print anymore. But this is how we get it off. Of course, you can use your fingers. There you go. All right, boom. All right, so that one is done. Now, one thing that I didn't even think about was my son got this flat one and put this on the back. And then guess what? He made a stamp that was that shape. Or what if you just put a circle on top of here? Then you could have a stamp, like a single stamp. So then I'm going to take my green, press it on here all around. Oh, there's my green. And maybe now I can make another design. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, stamp, stamp, stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Oh, look at that. Now I'm making a pattern. Whenever you make a pattern in art, it always really just looks so cool. This is how you clean it and change your color, and then you're just going to continue creating. When you're all done, it's really important that we clean up the right way, because many other people will be using this kit. So we want our plates here. You're gonna wanna take off of the tiles. This piece should also be in there. I got that. I got my foam in the bottom of my basket. All of my inks have a lid. Goes in there too. I got my pencil. Ooh, there's an extra one of those, and this can go in here. This goes in here, and then the whole thing goes back in here. Now, this is wet. It has your name and class code on it, so we will put them on the drying rack. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of set it to the side of my table. Notice on this one, it was one design, and then I did another design on top in a different color. This one is taking this one, and first it was here, and then I turned it and it was here. So you can keep rotating. This one has that one piece right here in two different colors, and just the multiple ways that you can have fun in your printing. Enjoy and help each other. Don't forget to clean up.